All right. We may have resolved the issue. We'll see here in a minute. See if any of you guys are still hanging around to check this out. But good evening, YouTube. Y'all, welcome. We definitely have some stuff on the agenda today. I really want to apologize for all this muck. Unfortunately, YouTube likes to throw me some curveballs. We had some difficulties, and unfortunately, I had to start a new live stream. So I apologize for the complication, the lack of the link not working, and all that. So I don't know why it's done this to me once or twice before, where it kind of does its own thing and changes some stuff in the background, and unfortunately I get a little messed up here, but we've got it squared away now. What's going on, Dave? Welcome. Thanks for popping in. A little bit of confusion, not confusion, but like YouTube, typically I can build the video, and I can schedule it for when it's supposed to go live and all that stuff, which I did for this one. And apparently, somewhere in the background, YouTube had changed the videos to unlisted. So you create the video, it goes out there, and it sits as unlisted. Nobody can see it, nobody can find it. So it took me a couple tries of redoing this video, unfortunately, and to get it listed so that people can see. But now I know. So we're going to hang out here for a few minutes. See if anybody else has some time to pop in and join us here. And hopefully we can start getting some people over here. Unfortunately, that, like I said, that previous link just doesn't work. But yeah, I think we got a handle on it now. There's definitely some different stuff in the picture right now. We can. Do you want to talk about the coins? So our buddy Mike that you guys have met before is here with us, and he also brought a couple things with him for this video. This video should be pretty good. There's some good stuff, but he brought some interesting challenge coins to share with us, and a couple of them have some pretty serious, not serious, but pretty interesting stories, history behind them. So I don't know if you want to talk about
the only one's really got a lot of history is this one came from out west. I had a buddy that went through Chiefs initiation this past year, and usually they go by class. They go by class number each year. It's a different class number. And his class this year, he's actually stationed with Naval Special Warfare out of the Buds. He runs some of the Buds units.
Wow! Yeah.
And they made a coin. They made a coin this year for their initiation class and put this out, and I asked for him to get me one. It's got all the different SEAL team logos on it, and usually there's a little thing that goes inside. You can put inside here. It holds your port and starboard anchor. Just a Chiefs anchor you put in there. We just call them port and starboard because you got a left and right anchor.
That's cool. I like that one.
Yeah, and this one I really like. This is for 3rd Marines out west, and the really cool thing about this is they brought back. I want to say they had about 150 or 200 coins made, and they brought back sand from Iraq and inlaid the sand from Iraq inside their coin, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, that's neat. That's real neat.
You know, and then it's got the FMF pin on there, 3rd Marines. It's got the Fortuna. I don't know how to say that word right there, but it's just one of the 3rd Marines coins out west.
Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool. And what's this last one?
This one, I don't remember. I traded it for, like, just as a cheap. We trade a lot of coins around. I traded this for, I don't remember.
It's another cheap coin.
Yeah, it's the USS something. It says it right there, but I can't remember what unit it came from. Pretty cool.
Yeah, very different.
I like the pistol.
Yeah, very different in
I'm a gun fan.
Shape and style, yeah. So you also brought something to drink, and then a couple other things that are sitting behind us here. Yeah, so the Old Smoky, this is a moonshine that is proof down to 80 proof. Typically the shine comes out pretty pretty heavy. I would say like, I don't know, it's up there, way up there. And then you got a couple sheds here.
Yes.
And you've been tracking this deer for a minute?
Yeah, I've had this deer on camera on my cell cam for 3 years.
Wow.
Probably 3 or 4 years. This is a 2-year-old shed, and I knew exactly which deer it was by this point right here. I got him on trail camera with this point. Last year, 2 years ago, this was his shed. Last year, he blew up to really huge. I'm really hoping this year he shows up. He should be really giant. I don't think anybody killed him. I saw him at the end of the year, but
Nice.
we'll see.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pour me a little more rum, and then I think we've got a few people here. There's like
we have like 6, 8,
11 of us. All right. Everybody's starting to find us. You know, again, I apologize for the confusion with this video. Sometimes YouTube does some wonky stuff, and in this case, part of the wonky was it magically set the video when I set everything up to unlisted, and it really shouldn't do that on its own. It's not something that I changed, so I don't know really what happened there, but we're squared up now, unfortunately.
No,
I'll probably miss a lot of people because of that, but that's okay.
I just totally opened this up. Did you even talk about the beer at all?
I did not talk about the beer. We talked about the moonshine. On the agenda for me is some plantation rum. It's a 5-year age. This stuff is pretty good. I like this. 750. So it is 40%. So this is an 80 proof. But this is really tasty. The plantation stuff you really can't go wrong with, and it has a pretty cool stamp on the bottle and such. So that's on the agenda for myself.
Kinda. All right, and then we have this. This is from Housatonic River Brewing. It's called Remedy for What Ails You. It's an Imperial Stout coming in at 10.3%.
That's a big boy drink.
And that's what it looks like.
Shots of beer.
Boom. Yeah, so they're right out of New Milford here in Connecticut, so not too far.
So another local, which is good. All right.
Hey, Caleb. Hey, buddy.
Where's the live one?
All right, so who do we got? Hey, Dave, Dan, Sunday Falcons, Brewer Boys, Lori, hey, babe, Northeast Morphs, welcome.
All right, there we go. That's a little better.
My son is in the house.
It's raining men. Oh my god, dude. It's raining men. I love it. Dan, you're killing me. This has not been a fun evening so far. Well, up until the point of trying to get this video to work, it's not been a fun. You want to, like? I mean, again, they're staring at my gut. Like,
You know, it's not bad.
thanks for the compliment. But I'm sure they'd rather look. This is the less worse scenario to look at. So we have a couple things to look at. There's one clutch that just shed out. We'll go through that stuff. And then the adder clutch is starting to shed out. So there's a couple animals in there that we can at least look at that look pretty good. That makes me even more excited about the adder gene. So we'll definitely get into that stuff.
Welcome, Buckeye Morphs.
What's going on? All right, so the first clutch we're going to look at was an Inchy Sugar to a Blade Clown Het Lab Posset Pie. So there could be a bunch of stuff going in here. It's the first year that we've bred this male, so we haven't proved out the posset or any of that stuff yet.
Everybody's having an issue with YouTube. What's up, Blue Balls?
Yeah, what's going on, Lou? I don't know. It was really weird. I've had other issues with YouTube kind of changing things when I posted videos for future. I've never had it go unlisted before, so this was new, and I don't know why it did that, but it took us a little bit to figure it out and to actually get live. And I tried to recreate like 3 videos And it took this third one to kind of figure out what was going on. So, all right, let me see where we're at here. All right, so we're going to start with this animal here. This is just a normal het clown, maybe lavender. Now, what I'm not sure is if maybe this is blade. It is different enough on the sides. A lot less busy than the other one. So right now I currently have this one listed as a blade animal. That is het clown, het lav. But then it just starts to get...
The dorsal looks different.
Yeah, the dorsal is definitely clearly different. Yeah, so pretty simple on these two. So, when we get into this one here, this is in what I think is an Enchi het clown. And then right beside it, I believe this is an Enchi blade het clown. So there's a slight color difference, a little bit more reduction in pattern, a little bit cleaner. Yeah, these two are definitely not normals. Unless you were talking about the last one, Lou. And in that case, yeah, I'd agree that that was blade. So I believe this is an Enchi blade, and this is an Enchi.
There we go. A little light.
One more color. Turn the heat up.
Woo! It's
There
like
we
working.
go.
It's like working under the OR lights.
Yeah, right.
Oh, they look good.
So next on the agenda is this sugar, and I believe this is a sugar blade.
And then he was saying you could see the difference in the Enchis for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then this one right beside it, I believe, is the Enchi sugar blade. So definitely a big difference in color and reduction that the Enchi brings in. But you still get a lot of similarities back here on the tails for the blade stuff and what it's doing. So there are some similarities because of the blade. But Enchi definitely brings in more color and some reduction in pattern.
A little feisty.
So the girl closest to me that's really snappy is going to stay here. The other female will eventually be available once she eats.
You can bite me all you want. I won't feel it.
So, and that was 6 eggs. That was that clutch.
Sweet.
If they're out of the egg, we can look at the. So there's only a couple animals in this adder clutch that are out. There's the normal, which
They seem to always shed first.
Yep. Except for this one, this female shed, and she's just off the chain. This girl is amazing. This is the banana spider adder. You can see, as at least of right now, she's pretty good. There's no neurological deficit with her at this point. But if Matt can get in on that head and see the orange that's on there, I don't know if that comes through.
Yeah, as long as I'm at the right angle, it does.
Dude, this girl is insane. And then as the body goes by, the purples, the reds, the peach the rose colors, the yellows. Like it's endless with this girl.
Yes, Dan. Both of the Enchi sugars were female.
Yeah. This is one fantastic animal.
Yeah.
Again, just really shows off the power of the adder. This is the base morph. It has not shed yet. So again, the adder is this strong dorsal on the back here, really dark, which again works really, really well with banana. And then this male here has really poured in some of the color. Lots of great oranges and purples in here. And this would be a banana adder. So the rest of these guys should be shed out probably tomorrow, the next day. And then finally, everybody out of the egg from the GHI red stripe to the Mackenzie Fire Enchi yellow belly. And I don't even know really what I have. I know this is red stripe. I'm pretty sure this is fire. Again, it could be GHI. It's probably yellow belly. You can see all the checkering there. So this is at least a fire yellow belly red stripe. But again, it doesn't look like your typical fire yellow belly red stripe. So it's probably got GHI or something else in there. Here's another one that's similar-ish, but a little bit extra going on.
Yeah, the pattern's different on top.
Yep, so again, a little checkering on the belly. It's really faint, but this does have yellow belly, does have red stripe. I'm pretty sure it's fire. And
I wonder if that one's got the GHI and then that one.
may be the Enchi that's doing that. It's got a really, I don't know, the head pattern is look really similar here. This one's a little bit lighter in color. And the pattern's really different. Yeah. I would say that's Enchi.
Yeah, I forgot Enchi was in the mix.
Yeah, and here's another one. That looks more GHI-ish to me, just with the way the sides are.
And you get the connection to the head.
Connection, yep, so
that's... Enchi, too, because it's like pretty... Those eye stripes are pretty fat, right?
Enchi, GHI, red stripe, fire. So these may be, I don't know. If this one has Enchi and this one doesn't, I'm at a loss. And then we get into some of this stuff, which just makes me scratch my head because that doesn't match anything I've ever made before. It doesn't really look GHI to me. It doesn't look just fire. I don't know. They could be fire Mackenzies. I don't have that in my collection to compare to, so that is a strong possibility.
Yeah, those look pretty cool.
So this is probably a Mackenzie GHI Fire yellow belly, which is doing that, maybe even Enchi. But what I will say...
Everybody wants to run away.
Yeah, everybody is running away. But I'll bring this one back out so this one we can look at bellies. So
and then we got this craziness.
This one is GHI and a bunch of stuff. But if you look at the pixelation in the alien heads, even though it's super reduced, there is some similarity there. So these very well may have the GHI in them, as well as this. Yeah, and like Mike just pointed out, I don't know if you guys saw that, you got a beaming orange dot right there.
Dan says the heads are fire for starters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with that, there's a lot of fire. I think almost everything has fire in it. And not all have red stripe, but 4 out of the 6 have red stripe. So we hit really good on the fire on the red stripe. I feel like I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4 animals with GHI, and probably 1, 2, probably 3 animals with Mackenzie.
Like this one is just crazy.
Yeah, this I think is going to be a fire red stripe, GHI, possible yellow belly. I just
Hard
can't.
to tell.
Yeah, I can't see it. So, yeah, there's definitely some power here. I haven't sexed them or done any of that stuff at this point yet.
Yeah, definitely some cool patterns going on.
More contrast version of vanilla cream. Yeah. I'm excited with this clutch with what the Mackenzie, the GHI, and the red stripe have all kind of like poured in here. Once they all shed and color up a little bit more, it's going to be a lot of fun looking at these guys and figuring out what this clutch looks like.
You even got the head puzzles we can look at too. We haven't looked at those yet, have we? Out of the egg, or have we?
I think so.
Can't remember. The red stripe, pastel red stripe yellow
Yeah,
bell.
we can. Yeah, the big ones. We can look at them. These are a lot bigger snakes,
Big old chunky snakes.
but we hit 4 red stripes in this clutch. There are some red stripe yellow bellies in here, and then a pastel red stripe, I believe. Yeah, I'm not sold on the yellow belly, but pastel red stripe het puzzle, red stripe yellow belly het puzzle, red stripe het puzzle, and a red stripe yellow belly het puzzle. So we did really well with the red stripe and the yellow belly, and obviously everything is 100% het for puzzle. And again, I just want to give everybody in here a big shout out. Thanks for hopping over onto this stream. It was a little bit of a screwiness, kind of getting this thing going today, and yeah, I'm not sure why. But yeah, this almost looks like a firefly, even though it's not. The red stripe will come in more. That'll be a crazy animal for sure. But yeah, red stripe. Het puzzles, baby. And these are some big honking snakes.
And you got what, 3 males and 1 female?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right. So
Anything else that we can look at? Nope.
I think we're
Yeah,
they're about to go in the
still
shed.
in the shed.
So I think we're
ready
to the
some
cut.
eggs.
So which one you going with first?
Well, the one that's due first is the
bigger clutch.
puzzle.
Some more
We
het.
got another pipper that came out.
Sweet.
Nice.
Some het puzzle stuff.
Yep. So again, this is a super Mojave. So a double dose of Mojave. So this is a white snake that I had speculated to have pinstripe because, like, typically the super Mojaves kind of have this gray head, and hers is all white. So I was kind of expecting maybe that she was pin or possible super pin. Her sister is a super pin, but I can tell you based on the pips, she's not a super pin. So we're going to take these guys out of this tub. I don't need to look at my forehead, Matt.
Oh, I'm just
I
waiting.
keep telling you the same thing. Over and over again.
Gut, forehead.
Exactly. So you can see we got pippers here. So I was super interested if this was going to be a super Mojave or a super pin or not. So this one had pipped, and I just snipped it a little to check. This is a Mojave het puzzle. It's a good looking animal.
Yep.
And again, anything that puzzle is in the background of, as far as hets go, that I've seen anyway, tends to be super, super bright. So I fully expect that after these guys, come out and shed, that they're going to be brighter than normal, or than what a regular Mojave would be. There you go. So yeah, some great color there. Again, definitely looks different than the other one that pipped first. And that could just be a developmental thing. A lot of times at this stage, a lot of their color hasn't come in, and this guy looks pretty good as far as color saturation. But over the next 10 days or so, their color is going to come in pretty steep.
What phantom orange color, Dan? Or Seth, whoever is on. So I'm not seeing it.
Oh, phantom orange spot in the bottom of the screen. It's not showing up on our end, although sometimes, depending on the lighting, this lens, because it's so wide angle, it'll grab
When you lift
it'll
Jim's
grab
face.
it'll grab some of this.
Oh, yeah.
Because the light's right up in the corner here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where it's coming from. That's because of the
lighting.
the overhead lights. All right, so here we go. Our first cut.
And we got another Mojave.
Another Mojave. Again, that's the minimum we should hit here. So all these will be Mojave het puzzles. I'll just have to choose whether I'm keeping a female or a male. Now, what'll be interesting is if I don't hit any pinstripe in this clutch or any jigsaws in this clutch, I don't know what will explain
Another Mojave.
another Mojave. Not an exciting clutch. All these will be the exact same unless we hit a pinstripe. Again, like I was going to say, if there's no pinstripes here, I don't know what explains the mom having like a super clear head. Another Mojave. Again, different color though. But not a jigsaw. Yeah, there's definitely some color differences there, and I think it's really just kind of shows that developmental for the chromatophores coming in, if that's the right word.
No, it's got a window.
You want to cut one?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a watcher.
I'm not touching that. Another Mojave.
Yep. I have a feeling she's just a super Mojave.
Yeah.
Or you just hit really bad odds and hit no pinstripes.
I mean, it's possible, but more than likely. I mean, this is 8 eggs, so
You should be able to hit it.
yeah, we should hit at least one, because that means the jigsaw just got to hit once, or the pinstripe got to hit once.
Mojave.
Another Mojave. Yeah, this not necessarily fun, but this is definitely a way if you want to get a certain gene into a mix. This is how you do it.
Keeping all
the females. Probably not.
No.
I don't necessarily want any 4 to 8 Mojave het puzzle females. Like, I don't mind hitting stuff, but
And Mojave.
another Mojave.
So it looks like no pinstripe.
Yeah, no pins. So as of now, she's only Super Mojave, which is weird because even I think Dave, you had seen her and noticed on her head that she had no pattern and was kind of surprised by that. Which, I'm surprised as well that she didn't proof or anything.
Does that mean she's strong gene for that?
So a Super Mojave. So these are like a single gene Mojave, and if you put 2 of them together, and you get both genes in the same animal, it makes a white snake. The problem with a white snake is it makes it very challenging to see if any other genes were in that mix. So the pairing that created Mom was a Mojave pinstripe to a Mojave pinstripe. So she had the potential to have 1 or 2 copies of pinstripe in her as well. So with 8 eggs, I would have expected to see it if she had 1 copy of pinstripe that, half the clutch or so should have been jigsaw. Now, you could just have bad odds and not hit it, but if she had 2 copies of that gene in there, then every single animal, just like the Mojave, would also have pin. So she's definitely not a super. Probably not even 1 copy. So, I mean, she'll be bred again for other things, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. She's very pretty. She's a good-looking female, and this was her first year, and she laid 8 eggs, so she'd be a good producer. And that snake just came out and took its first breath.
Hello. And got a little friendly. Doesn't mind being touched. Take that breath.
All right, so we got 6 eggs in this clutch. This clutch is, well, we had 6 eggs in this clutch.
Yeah, and then we
this-
had some mold.
Yeah, this is kind of a big clutch. So
Kinda.
the female is a Pastel, Leopard, Ivory, so double copy of Yellow Belly, and she is a visual pied. And she saw an Asphalt het pied. So we can make Pastel, Leopard, Freeway pieds, potentially.
Woohoo!
So, yeah, so this will be, can be
Can be. You sound like Kermit the Frog a little bit.
exciting. So I'm not cutting that.
Yeah, that one's
Definitely
pretty.
not eating that. That's
Yeah, that
garbage.
one's gross.
So this one had pipped. I had cut this to look and see what I had in here. This looks like a Pastel Leopard Yellow Belly. That'll be het for pied. The worst I can do in this clutch is
Is
Yellow
Yellow
Belly
Belly.
het pieds. The best I can do would be a Pastel Leopard Freeway
Pied.
pied. So again, not a ton of eggs to cut for those chances.
So let's
But-
get into it.
But
So we get.
we'll see. The female we produced in house, and the Asphalt het pied was purchased from Snake Eyes Exotics at the
Tinley?
last Tinley that I was at. Oh, this is Freeway. So that's at least Freeway. Look at that thing. That is insane.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, so this is at least Freeway het pied. That may be Pastel as well. That's pretty bright. I don't know. I don't think it's Leopard. Leopard tends to really kind of go crazy on the sides. So that's nice to prove him out for some Freeway het pied stuff.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that looks real good. I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah.
Sure you don't want to cut one?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna be voyeuristic over here.
Nice little window. Can't hurt him.
No, I'm good.
Well, I guess you could hurt him, but if you're careful.
It's like another one.
Oh, it looks like it's upside down. So this is a
Pied.
yeah. This is a pied. The head looked freeway-ish, but it is like no white at all.
You mean all white?
Well, yeah, all white.
No pattern whatsoever except for the head.
So would that make it a leopard? A leopard pied?
Or you just
That
did
head-
a high contrast. Or high contrast.
High
High
low,
white.
low contrast, high white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But that head is very yellow, and that's not typical of anything I've seen in the past. I think, my guess is this is going to be a Leopard Freeway pied. I can't explain why it's so reduced in pigment, and it's all white. But that head is screaming yellow, which I've not seen before. But I will take a pied out of there because that proves Dad is 100% het. He was sold as a 66. His body, his belly and stuff is really crazy orange. So it makes me excited to at least prove him out. So that's fantastic. Again, the male is Asphalt only. So there's no chance that this is an Ivory pied. So if this was Yellow Belly pied, we'd have orange saddles and crazy stuff going on. The head would not have that, really has that same color yellow as over here on that nose.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that is going to be a Freeway pied, probably a Leopard Freeway pied, just because of the amount of reduction in pattern.
Hello.
Lucy, I'm home.
You could see its throat moving. when
Yep,
it's
taking
a
those
breath.
first breaths of air. Yeah, Dan, for sure. Definitely got the leopard with all that reduction.
Pairing. Oh, it's
So the
taking its
pairing-
first yawn.
Again, the pairing was a Pastel Leopard Ivory pied to an Asphalt het pied. So if the Asphalt hits, we should have Freeways. If it doesn't hit, the worst I can do is a yellow belly. There's another freeway. This is a crazy reduced freeway. This is a pastel leopard. Nope, pastel freeway.
So then this one must be just a freeway, because this one's got a little more
Right.
more pattern.
Yeah, this is the pastel. Could that be leopard as well? I don't know, but it's 100% het. So everything in here will be 100% het for pied.
Okay.
You just want to come out and say hi. This one here is also coming out taking the first breath.
Take a breath. This one's doing that little dance.
Yeah, is that what I said? This one
Pastel
is
freeway.
pastel freeway.
Yep.
It may even be leopard because that is really broken up.
Yeah. That pattern's the dorsal stripe's really broken up.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit, back by the tail it's striped out, but that's a pastel leopard freeway, I think. Just it has all that obliteration that you see a lot in those leopard combos.
Yep.
And this would be a freeway het pied, and then a freeway leopard pied. So one pied so far out of the 5 eggs, so not too bad. It is pastel freeway, yeah, for sure. Looks promising. Another pied anyway.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a freeway pied.
Yep.
That's a pastel.
Freeway.
I think
pied.
that's a pastel leopard freeway pied. That's the whole deal.
So this one, yeah.
That's freaking insane. And this has got better pattern. And the head, it's hard to tell. The head may even be the same as that one over there, but
Yeah.
yeah, pastel leopard freeway pied. Woo!
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there you go. There's a saddle. You got your first line.
And then
You have your
line.
secondary line, which is indicative of leopard. And you kind of see the 2 lines in that saddle again. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Pastel, leopard, freeway,
Hey.
pied.
What's up, Ben? Your son's on.
Doggy. Ben LaValle, big shout out to the 2-3 in Hawaii. Dude, thanks for jumping on, man. Yes, we did get some crazy snakes out of this clutch. It is insane. We're going to show you, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but my buddy Mike is a retired corpsman in the Navy, was here, and he did bring a challenge coin from the 2-3,
No, just third Marines.
the 3rd Marines, which is pretty good. They were in Iraq, and I guess they brought some sand from Iraq and had it embedded into, I don't know, like 50, 60 of the coins that they had made for that. So pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on, bud. And yeah, and this is like straight fire right there.
That's a cool ass thing right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's what it's all about.
That
That's what it's all about. And I honestly, I can't believe I hit it.
Yeah, I know, right? Out of 5 eggs.
I can't believe I hit it. And not only that, 2 pieds, 1, 2, 3, 4 freeways.
Yeah, his son said that's an awesome coin, by the way.
Yeah, this is awesome, dude.
Hey, save that. Give it to your boy.
No, man,
Yeah.
come on.
No, bro.
You did that last time you were
No,
here.
give that one to your boy.
No, you just got done saying that was one of your favorites. You
No.
can't do that.
No, bro. You can give that to your son. Hook him up. No, I'm good, dude. That's what it's all about, dude. They aren't meant to keep, and they're meant to give away, son.
Thanks, dude.
Oh,
Thank you.
No problem. They're meant to give away. No, I'm serious, dude.
No, that's cool. That's cool. You have to do that. I appreciate that.
That one's badass, dude.
Yeah,
That one is insane.
it's got your name on it.
I can't wait till it sheds.
You want it?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, I guess I'll keep it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was your only chance to say yes. I'd have given it to you.
So, What would you breed it with, like if you had to?
Oh, like when it grows up?
Yeah.
Depends if it's a boy or girl. If that's a female, I grow her up, it'll go back to dad. So I'll put the asphalt back to it with the chance of doing a pastel leopard super asphalt pied. So try to one up it again.
Wait till see it shit. Wait till it shit.
Bruh,
Go-
dude,
go-
it's gonna be nuts. I mean, it's nice because like I know what this is.
Oh, sorry.
I know what this is. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. I know what that is. I don't know what that is yet.
No.
Like, you can see how reduced this is. I mean,
And
pieds just kind of do that, and depending on the genes, they can have more or less pattern.
What do you mean by reduced?
Like,
So
No
a
pattern.
lot less. So a typical pied is gonna have
A lot of pattern.
like these saddles in spots down its back.
Oh, so that doesn't have any saddle. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I don't
Straight
see.
head.
Yeah, I don't see. It's just the head color. I don't see any pattern on it. Now, certain genes can increase the pattern or decrease the pattern, depending on what's in there. Leopard is one of those that tends to decrease the pattern in pieds. So if this is just like a leopard freeway pied, I mean, it would have almost no saddle. It could be a leopard yellow belly pied as well, because the worst I can do is a yellow belly pied in that scenario. But the head is very, very bright yellow, like the freeway stuff. So
That one with the saddles is cool.
yeah, this
Yeah.
this kind of reminds you of like 8-bit video games, like the checkering on the side.
back to dad with the Leo freeway. Yeah, absolutely back to dad. And go for the super.
Let's see if they've seen that head there.
Oh, but that is awesomeness.
Yeah, that's a good clutch, man.
I'm like almost short on words for
Welcome, Masons.
actually hitting it. What's up, Mason? Wise in the house. What's going on? How are you?
So we had a few.
Oh yeah, this
cool
is
things
a
here.
fantastic clutch. I'm over the moon with this clutch.
And then our Super Mojave we were thinking was possible pinstripe. Ended up not proving for the pins, so we hit Mojave het puzzles everywhere.
Yep, Mojave head puzzle galore. And there's some different colors with those, and again, I think that's just really the color saturation coming in. So we'll see what happens with that. But this clutch, this is a crazy clutch.
That's pretty cool. Those were all like the whole pipe one, and then the one with the saddle. Like this, that was really cool. That's probably the best one I've seen yet for you.
Yeah. And I would have to agree that this is probably the most epic to this point.
Yes, Mason, those are freeways. We got a freeway here. We got a pastel freeway here.
I think that's
Pastel
a
leopard,
pastel leopard
leopard
freeway.
And
then
something freeway pied.
I
maybe?
believe this is a leopard freeway pied, and this is a pastel leopard freeway pied.
Woo, doggy.
Yeah,
Hey, cheers to that clutch, man.
yeah, and salud. Cheers to you guys.
Oh, you
Wait,
get some of your gasoline in a jar.
wait a second. I went cheers with some gasoline.
Ooh, bro,
That stuff is pretty wicked.
you could literally run a car on that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's straight. That's straight ether right there.
Matt sucks as a cameraman.
My bad.
That's like fifth time you said that tonight.
That's rough.
I still don't see how you're drinking it.
But yeah, you keep drinking it though. I don't know how you do that.
Picture it. It's like orange Kool-Aid
No,
with
it's-
medicine
No, here it
alcohol.
is. Cherry cough syrup that's been on the shelf for like 2 or 3 years. That's what it smells like, and that's what it tastes like. It's the old cherry cough
It's
medicine.
the COVID killer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That works. Thanks, Dave.
Oh.
Appreciate that. Brewer, what's going on? Cheers. Thanks, Mason.
What is it? It is
It's a punch moonshine. Yeah, I'll grab it. Old Smoky. So it's
my
a
boys in North Carolina make way better.
punch, and it's been it's over here. proof down to 80. Usually this stuff comes in like really high, like a straight moonshine. You're looking at like 170. So it'd be like straight grain, and they proof it down so it's easier to sell in stores and stuff. And then they put all kind of nasty juice in it.
More legal to sell in the stores.
Yep. And the last thing I want to get into, I've kind of been waiting a little bit to get into this. A little bit more serious note, I guess. I followed suit with a few other people that were online, and this is Till Valhalla. This company makes shirts and stuff to support or to bring awareness to the PTSD and mental challenges that a lot of veterans come home from the wars with. So when you make a purchase through Till Valhalla, part of your purchase funds a plaque, as you can see here, and that plaque will go to a veteran that has died due to suicide, and it goes unannounced to their family for remembrance of that individual and their service to this country. Brittany Gobble had posted her shirt and done her thing, and there's been a few other people that have done that as well. I went ahead and made my purchase. I think Atypical posted pictures with their t-shirts that were the same ones. So this is a pretty big issue. It's a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in as long as Mike has been, and I definitely wasn't in a position to care for a lot of guys like he was, and I know the past few weeks have kind of been a little rough for him as well, because he knows a lot of buddies that just couldn't take it anymore. So any little bit that you can do is greatly appreciated, and it goes to a great cause. Depending on what you purchase, I got like a multi-pack here, so it came with a sticker, a little bit about the project, wristbands, dog tags, 22 a day, sorry. And then I grabbed the t-shirt. There's all kinds of t-shirts, all kinds of different sayings. Please go check out the website. And if you can't afford to do so, I plead to you to do so. And with that said, I'll get off my soapbox with that and let you guys take one last quick look. What's going on, Points Python? Thanks for that. Appreciate it. We'll take one last quick review of these clutches here, and then we'll probably call this off. We'll be about 45 minutes or so. So yeah, the first clutch here that you're looking at was a Super Mojave, suspected to be pinstripe, at least, to a puzzle. And she gave us all Mojaves, that's okay. That's fantastic. I will take that. And didn't prove this time around anyway. And then this second clutch was a much smaller, more powerful clutch. And these guys here came from a Pastel Leoprd Ivory pied to an Asphalt het pied. And here we hit a Pastel Leoprd yellow belly het, a freeway het, a suspected freeway pied, possible leopard freeway pied. Over here we have a Pastel Leopard freeway. I mean, again, I've said this before in videos, I really do kind of suck at doing this while they're in the egg, so I could be off a gene or two on any of these. But this one I'm pretty confident about. This is a Pastel Freeway Leopard pied. That one's staying here.
Oh, sure.
Boy or girl, preferably girl.
And if that one's a leopard freeway pied.
I don't know if I'm going to keep both. I don't know. We'll see. But there's definitely some 100% hets there.
Yep.
And some astounding animals nonetheless. I'm enjoying this clutch already. And a quick shout out to Justin Kabelka. Way back when we started, the first clutch that I had and the direction I was going was because of Justin and producing the Leoprd Ivories. And this clutch has all grown from, back in the day trying to hit those, missing the first go around, but we made a Pastel inchy Leoprd yellow belly, and then just kept building on it, and now, here we are with a Pastel Leoprd freeway pied. That's it's going to be.
Yeah, your Ivory project stuff is just, it's.
Lou's like, I'd keep that whole clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very tempting, my friend. It's very tempting.
But that is definitely one of the strongest projects you have.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And we'll have to see what the male-female ratio is. If they're all boys, it's kind of pointless to keep the whole clutch. If they're all girls, that gets definitely more challenging to make a decision on, because that just increases the odds going back to dad to make the super asphalt combos. But we'll see. They all look fantastic. They're going to do great on Instagram. They'll all have their minute, and then some will be kept, some will be sold, and we'll be on to the next one. All right, y'all. Yeah, all very, very different, Lou, for sure. And that's the best kind of clutch.
Yeah.
Is to get the variety, so you get used to seeing all the different combos and you know what you're working with. Because that head with that kind of yellow it's not yellow belly. It's just not a yellow belly head. So, I mean, that's at least a freeway pied. And again, because of the reduction, I truly believe that is going to end up being a Leoprd freeway pied. So to have both of these animals almost like, well, this one at the max, this one almost at the max. I don't know. I'm speechless. I really am. Yeah, great clutch.
Yeah.
Again, thank you everybody for dealing.
Bless you.
God bless you.
Bless you again.
For dealing with all the craziness and then the link not working and then switching over real quick. I really appreciate it. And thanks for taking some time sharing that with us this evening and going through this process. Our next one is due. I do this every
weekend.
time. Is
Right.
due the 16th.
Which is
So we'll have to look
4 days from now, so Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
So Sunday night we will be back at this again, and that is a Pastel Cinnamon Enchy Yellow Belly, 66% Het Ghost to what is now a Pastel Hypo that we proved out from a previous clutch. So we should have some decent stuff in there. Hopefully she proves out for us. The other clutch was still a little questionable, but that should still be pretty neat. And then we're 4 days after that for the next one on the 20th, which would be a Thursday. So
Yep.
Sunday, Thursday, and I'm going to double check when I post this out so that you actually get notice for this stuff. It will not be unlisted ever again. So with that said,
Thanks, Mike, for joining us.
Thank Mike for popping in and
Oh,
hanging out with us for a little
that was
bit.
Cool. That second batch was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I know. I agree. And sharing the coins and the stories and I appreciate it. And thank you guys for hopping on, and hopefully we see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.